Also, quite a bit of bitterness coming from Team USA's coach Cheryl Reeves when she was asked pretty much any questions about Caitlin Clark. And she was asked if there was any second guessing from her on Caitlin Clark not making the team, and she very just spitefully says no. Doesn't elaborate on it, just says no.
For me?
Yeah.
No.
And it's funny to me how even she coached this game, because if you didn't think Caitlin Clark was the caliber of player that she is, then why would you feel the need to face guard her, to trap her, to...
What happens when a championship coach tosses diplomacy out the window and grabs a flamethrower? You get Cheryl Reeve setting the court ablaze with a clipboard in one hand and pure all-star fury in the other. She unleashed fire on the Indiana Fever and every coach nearby over what she deems a voting disaster. No hesitation, no filter, subtlety. Forget it. This was precision petty at its finest. Unapologetic and scorching. Thought the WNBA heat was settling? Reeve just turned it into a wildfire. This wasn't a mere rant. It was an all-out declaration of war. Strap in.
Finished watching the All-Star selection. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Caitlin Clark is a menace, man. She literally kicked Cheryl Reeves off the team. That's my team. I don't Yo, son. Cheryl Reeves, you asked for it. You asked for it. So now Sandy Brondello will be coaching Caitlin Clark's team, and Cheryl Reeves is going to be coaching the Fisa Collier's team. This is insane right here. And it's like, yo, Cheryl Reeves, I get it. You have the best record in the WNBA so far. You want as many plays as you...
Cheryl Reeve could be curing world hunger and handing out Super Bowl tickets, and people would still side-eye her like she just asked them to photocopy their soul. Even when she's dead on, this stubborn, stuck-in-the-past vibe clings to her like a shadow. Her opinions hit like a heavyweight, but in today's TikTok speed world, they land like a flip phone. It's less trailblazing, coach. More your aunt, still bitter. Jordan retired. Right point, completely wrong era.
Bruh, tell me y'all just saw Caitlin Clark destroy Cheryl Reeves on national TV. I know y'all saw free smoke, ayy, free smoke, ayy, free smoke, ayy, free smoke. Bruh, Caitlin Clark want all the smoke. Caitlin Clark want all the smoke, bruh. Bruh, she just annihilated Cheryl Reeve on national television.
Now she's losing it over all-star votes like she just stumbled onto the Illuminati of basketball. Reality check, Cheryl. It's not the message that stings. It's the messenger. When a seasoned league insider rants like a bitter Yelp reviewer, it reads less like advocacy and more like ego stung by a spotlight moving elsewhere. Her team got outplayed, outshined, and outhyped by a franchise finally capturing the world's attention. What's left? Just salty theatrics masquerading as strategy?
Reeves, man, she came out stating how not only herself, but her players were kind of upset about the coaches' votes for the reserves. Now, the crazy thing about it is, she's going to be coaching Caitlin Clark's team. So, I don't know how that's going to work with her coming out and saying what she said. I mean...
Oh yes, we're talking about that team, the Indiana Fever. A squad with 3 All-Stars and the nerve to cruise through the Commissioner's Cup like it was Broadway's opening night. And now, Cheryl Reeve's emotional dial is stuck on full-blown Twitter rage, turning what could be frustration into a performance of righteous fury, the remix.
The WNBA All-Star Draft was fun between Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier, the team captains, picking the players, picking the rosters. But the most interesting aspect was the coach swap, because Clark traded Cheryl Reeve, who was the coach of her team, or was to be the coach of her team, to Collier for Sandy Brondello, the coach of the New York Liberty. Of course, Reeve is Collier's head coach for the Minnesota Lynx, so that makes sense. But the drama is going to come from Reeve having previously been critical on social media about the amount of attention Clark received relative to...
There's a strange scent in the air when someone criticizes media hype, but somehow manages to amplify it by speaking out in public. It's like pouring water on a grease fire and then acting surprised when the flames leap higher, licking the ceiling. Cheryl isn't upset about fairness. She's furious because the spotlight used to naturally focus on her system, her rules, her players. And now the light's shifted and it's shining a little too brightly for her liking. Let's be honest, it's classic all-star envy. Nothing stirs the inner chaos goblin of the WNBA Like seeing a team rack up 3 shiny all-star nods while hers gets what? Applause for effort. Suddenly, it's no longer just about basketball. It's about algorithms, justice, and the integrity of the game. Whatever that means. This week, when her players aren't selected, it's a systemic issue. But when her team wins, oh, then the system's working perfectly. Convenient, isn't it? The real sting, watching her squad get outplayed by that same Indiana Fever team in a game that truly mattered, the Commissioner Cup. Piloted trophy, real stakes. And it wasn't just a fluke shot or a buzzer-beater heartbreak. No, this was a full-blown display of dominance. That's where the salt hardened into a Himalayan mountain. It's not the all-star votes that cut deep, it's the scoreboard.
They're there. There's nothing no crying and whining is going to do about it. The same way you didn't give 2 shits about Caitlin Clark's fan base and all that, don't nobody give 2 shits about your crying. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you're coaching Caitlin Clark team. I don't understand why you had to make it a big deal and say, oh, well, this team's below us to have more plays than us and it's disappointing. And like, what are you talking about? Like, you already kept her off the Olympics. Now you're going to complain about her having more teammates than your players on the court. This team.
At loss wasn't just a dent to her pride. It was a televised blowout. Now she's spiraling like someone who just discovered the neighbor's kid got into Harvard, while hers is still busy doing TikTok dances in the driveway. It's petty, it's juicy, and it's classic Reeve. Because nothing screams, I'm totally fine. Like lashing out publicly over a popularity contest that, let's be honest, doesn't really matter. Except when it does, the WNBA is finally stepping into the spotlight with rising ratings, new merchandise flying off shelves, and the Indiana Fever shifting from meme to movement. But instead of embracing the momentum, here comes Cheryl, wielding a megaphone, talking about balance and respect as if the league is about to be hijacked by 22-year-olds with Instagram sponsorships. Guess what? It already has, and it's thriving. Instead of riding the wave, she's stuck in the past, pretending it's still 2014, as if veteran coaches deserve a pat just for showing up in a pantsuit. This isn't about logic, it's about energy. The all-star roster wasn't filled by accident. It was fueled by buzz, by fans, by moments that went viral for a reason. You can't coach hype, and you can't game plan against momentum. Cheryl tries to play chess while everyone else is live streaming Uno with millions watching. Every time she attempts to checkmate the new guard, they just reverse the draw 4 and send it right back. The league's evolution is unstoppable and she's still trying to keep up, one move behind.
They asked Caitlin Clark, hey Caitlin, are there any player trades you like to make? Nah, I'm kind of set with my team, but I would like to trade coaches. I like it. I don't know what's gotten into Caitlin Clark. You are leaning into this bad guy role. I love it. I don't know what's gotten into you, Caitlin Clark, but you've been on some I don't give a F lately.
And honestly, if her team had 3 all-stars, we wouldn't be hearing a single complaint. There'd be a parade, balloons, maybe even a LinkedIn post about culture wins. But as soon as the recognition bypasses her squad, suddenly we're in a crisis meeting about fairness and ethics. Please. The real emergency is the PR nightmare of pretending to be gracious while secretly seething over someone else's spotlight. It's always interesting how quickly teamwork and merit transform into rigged system when the votes don't favor her. The league system may have flaws, but only when it challenges the same tired power structures she clings to. The sport is evolving, finally grabbing national attention. Yet heaven forbid that attention doesn't serve her ego. Cheryl isn't fighting for fairness, she's just uncomfortable with feeling irrelevant. And deep down, everyone sees it. There's a distinct bitterness to this kind of outrage. The feeling of watching the game change in real time and being unable to adapt or accept it. So she throws a fit. Because when your reputation relies on being the smartest person in the room, nothing stings more than realizing the room has moved on without you. The heat is rising, literally, and Cheryl is caught in a snowstorm of her own making. Watching her flustered over a list of names read at halftime is like witnessing someone argue with a touchscreen. Futile and out of sync with the moment.